Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Maria's Vibes TV. If you are new here, I'm Maria. So today I'm doing how to transition from chemically processed hair to natural hair. And this is the intro. I forgot to do an intro, so here I am on the ground in my living room. Alright, so during the video I was twisting my hair to go into a protective style, and this is the result of my twist. This twist is not to be worn out as fashion, it's just as a protective style that I wear under my wig. Yes, this actually fits under my wig. So I pull it down and I put it like in a bun in the back, and then I put my satin cap on, and then I put the stocking cap on, then I put my wig on, and guess what, I'm good to go for 2 weeks until I wash my hair again. All right, so yeah, I did share with you guys some really awesome tips on how I transition, and I'm going to go ahead and segue into that right now. Well, this is a segue. All right, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys soon. All right guys, let's get right into it. So I am going to be detangling my hair while I give you guys the tips that got me through going natural, transitioning from chemically processed hair to natural hair. So the first tip is don't give up. It's not an easy transition. It's difficult. Whether you're doing the big chop or you're not doing the big chop, it's going to be difficult. So it's very crucial not to give up. And the reason why I say don't give up is because when I started going natural, I tried other things. Like when I was going natural, keratin was a thing, whereby they would tell you, oh, if you use keratin, you could get your hair to stay straight longer when you do a straight style without permanently damaging your hair, so without breaking the chemical bonds. That's not the case. When you use keratin, it will break the chemical bonds and your hair will not revert back to curly. So I had to learn the hard way, and so while I was going natural, my hair got damaged. Well, it's not damaged, it's just that it went straight. But if the goal is for it to be naturally curly in its natural state, and now it's straight, I guess it should be considered damage. It's heat damage, right? It's heat damage. So yeah, it was heat damage, because that's not my goal. That wasn't my goal. And even if that was my goal, it's still heat damage. Then I had to chop that off over time as well. So I had setback, but I never gave up. So don't give up. Next tip. You have to have a reason that's deeper than superficial as to why you want to go natural. So it can't be a superficial reason, or else you probably won't be able to go natural. So for me, the reason why I chose to go natural was a spiritual reason. It wasn't superficial. So it has to be a spiritual reason. And it was because God created me naturally this way, and I wanted to embrace my natural self, my true authentic self, and love my true authentic self, and have healthier hair, healthier scalp. And so I decided to go natural. I had a bad experience as well that kind of led me down that road, but that's not why I went natural. I went natural because I made a conviction to embrace who I am naturally in every way, and I have no regrets since then. So that will be my second tip. My third tip, and my hair, before I go into the third tip, is so dry because I did color it yesterday, and I haven't washed my hair in a while before I colored it, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And I haven't detangled it since then, so I know it's gonna be a challenge to detangle, but okay, I'm gonna start that process. And I got a new spray bottle, Yeah, so the third tip would be, you don't have to do the big chop. I didn't do the big chop initially. I transitioned, and the good thing about transitioning is you give yourself time to learn your hair, because you don't know how your curls gonna look. You also don't know how to care for it, and that depends on how long you have not been natural. Like for me, I wasn't natural for a very, very long time, so I got used to my relaxed hair, and I got used to caring for my relaxed hair. And I don't even think I really cared for it per se, because every week or every 2 weeks, no more than 2 weeks, I go to the salon and they take care of my hair. They wash it, they treat it, they deep condition it. So I really wasn't even taking care of my relaxed hair, right? They were. So you will have to invest the time in learning how to care for your hair so you have healthy, natural hair. So when you transition, you give yourself that time to learn your hair as it's growing out your scalp, as opposed to chopping off all of your already existing hair, even though it's chemically processed. Just an easier transition mentally. That's what I think. And my fourth tip will be, when you are going natural, don't do a lot of heat. It's going to be what you want to do. Whoops. It's going to be what you want to do because it's just easier to have your hair straight, because that's how you've been conditioned mentally, because that's just how you've had your hair for a very long time. So, and that's what you know how to take care of, you know. So you're going to want to do a lot of straight hairstyles like flat iron, blow dry, so forth. But that's not going to help you along your natural hair journey. So I advise you to stay away from heat when you're going natural. Another tip, it goes back to transitioning as opposed to big chop. Another benefit of transitioning is that you have a lot of styles that you can do when you're transitioning. You can do braid outs. When you do a braid out, it's going to stretch your natural curls, and it's going to give it some kind of wavy or crinkly pattern. It's also going to do the same thing for the relaxed portion of your hair, and it's going to give it an appearance of an even texture, as opposed to you have your natural curls and then your straight chemical process hair at the end. It will kind of like camouflage the texture difference that you have going on, and you can wear your hair out in braid out. Other styles that you can do that I did when I started going natural, when I was transitioning, was flexi rod. You could do perm rods. So flexi rod and perm rod will also, you know, help to stretch the natural curls, and it's curling it as well to take the shame off the rod, or the flexi rod or the perm rod, and it will do the same for the chemically processed ends. So that's another way you can wear your hair out while you're transitioning, and there are so many other styles you can do while you're transitioning. My other tip is going to be to be patient. It's very important. I've been there. I know you're going to want to have your hair in a wash and go. While you're transitioning, you won't be able to do a wash and go. Like I said, I've been there. I've had the urge. Like, I really want to have my hair in a wash and go. I want to see, you know, my curls like how I see other people have their hair out in a wash and go. I want that style. I want that do so bad. But I had to be patient as my hair was growing out before I could do a wash and go. Patience is a virtue. So patience. And when I got to a stage where I could cut my hair off, the chemically processed portion of my hair, I did that, and that's when I was able to do a wash and go. Mind you, I wasn't able to put my hair up in a ponytail because it wasn't long enough after I took off the chemically processed part of my hair, but I was okay with that because at that point in time I just wanted my hair to be in its 100% natural state, and I was transitioning for a while because I had setbacks like I told you guys. So I was like, okay, forget it, this is where I'm at, it's not that short, I will be able to, you know, have my wash and go and still have length, and in 6 months I'll have more length, and then in a year from that I'll have more length. So that was how I took it. That was my thought process. What other tips I can give you? If your goal is like me, just before I went natural I had a pixie cut because my hair did get damaged by some Dominicans, and so I had a pixie cut for maybe 2 years because I ended up liking the pixie cut. When my hair got damaged and I chopped it off because I had no other choice. Like, I don't know what those Dominicans did to my hair, but whenever water hit my hair it would just fall apart. It was just coming off. So I told the stylist, and I stopped going to the Dominicans. So I told the stylist that I ended up going to just chop it off, and that's what she did. And mind you, I cried. I literally cried. The reason why I was traumatized because I didn't cut my hair because it was my choice. I had to cut it all off because someone else damaged my hair. Mind you, I've had a pixie cut before that, before my hair got damaged. But that was my choice. I chose to chop my hair off into a pixie cut. So it wasn't traumatizing. It was fun. Like, I wanted that. But at that time in my life, that's not what I wanted. So anyway, so my stylist had chopped my hair off. It was not into a pixie cut. It was just to get damage off. But she kind of gave me some kind of style. It wasn't cute. It wasn't fashionable. And so I decided to go to a different stylist and have them give me a nice pixie cut. I fell in love with the pixie cut and I kept it for like 2 years. I kept cutting my hair for 2 years, and then I decided because that happened in 2009, 2010, pretty sure it was 2009, and then in 2011 I decided to go natural because I was still getting relaxers. And then in 2011 I decided to go natural, and so that's when I started my transitioning journey. So I did have already short hair 2 years prior, but my hair started growing out because I had stopped doing the pixie cut and it had started to grow out. And so while I was transitioning, I had a little bit of length and had setback because it had grown to a nice length in my back. When it was straight, it was all the way down in my back. I don't think it was below my bra strap at the time. Maybe it was at my bra strap, so it was long, but the ends were the keratin chemically, it was chemically damaged ends. It was straight, it wasn't relaxer, but it was keratin. And so I chopped it off, but I had enough natural hair growing out to have my wash and go, and you know, to have it 100% all natural. So if you're looking for healthy longer hair, at the time I wanted to start growing my hair out because I've had a short cut for a very long time, and then I was at the point where I just wanted longer hair now, a different look. So if that's your goal, you will need to stay away from heat, and you will need to do a lot of protective styles, which is what I'm doing right now because I still have not attained the length that my desired length. I have not attained my desired length because of heat damage, not chemically processed damage, heat damage. So it was in 2019, summer of 2019, the summer of 2019, if you guys didn't hear me, I had to chop off around, I think, 5 to 7 inches of hair from, was it that much? It probably was between 4 to 6 inches. I don't think it was 7. It could have been 7 inches. Yeah, it could be, but it was a lot of inches I had to chop off in 2019. So I did get to waist length in 2019, but I chopped it off because the curls weren't as tight as I'd want them to be from heat damage. So if you want long, healthy hair, you'll have to do a lot of protective styling and no heat. Stay away from heat. And little to no manipulation, as well as taking care of your hair, physically taking care of your hair with what you put on your hair and so forth to strengthen your hair and to add moisture to your hair. So that's the key to growing long hair. So that's really, it's very simple. So I gave you some tips on how to transition to go natural, and I also added in some tips as to how you can grow your hair long and healthy. So the reason why I suggest protective styling is not that you can't grow your hair long and healthy without doing a lot of protective style. It's just that when you do protective styling, you'll be able to achieve it much faster, way faster. So the protective style ensures that you have little to no manipulation to your hair. The more you manipulate your hair, is the more it's going to come out, and the more split ends you'll have, and that will set you back. Well, like I said, you will attain the length that you want, but it will just take longer. Whereby if you do a protective style, you can have it in way shorter time. So protective style and taking care of the health of your hair with the products that you put in your hair, and deep conditioning, moisturizing, and so forth, strengthening your hair. And that's really that's really it, really and truly it. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys. You see me, I'm still on this one little section here since I've been talking to you guys, because I told you it's going to be a thing to detangle my hair, but it's not painful or anything. It's just that I'm taking my time when I detangle my hair, because it's been like pretty short. It's been maybe 3 weeks. Hey, it's just what it is. I've been super busy. So what I'm going to do is continue to detangle my hair, and then I'm going to put it back into a protective style, and which is going to be a cornrow. I cornrow my hair back, and then I'll just keep wearing my wig until I feel like I want to do a wash and go. When I just went natural, I did a lot of different styles. I wasn't vlogging that journey, but I did a lot of styles: flexi rod, perm rods, braid out, twist out, all different type of styles. And so I've learned over the years that for me to see the growth that I want and rapid growth, it will be best to do a lot of protective style, little to no manipulation, as well as no heat is very important, or little to no heat. And just taking care of the health of my hair with the products that I use, and that works best for me. And right now I'm pretty sure I'm at waist length. I don't want to touch my clothes, or just below waist length. Yeah, it has grown a lot. Yeah guys, all right, so that's what I have for you today. Please go ahead and smash that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. All right guys, see you in the next one. Toodles.